Hello and welcome, Slavomir Judek here again. Welcome to my first GameStop Cars 2013 video, and I'm looking forward to show you this great game in my opinion. But also the main purpose of this video is to ask you one or a couple of questions about sim racing itself, and I'd like to share my ideas, and I would like to know your opinion on this. So let's don't wait longer. For those of you who aren't familiar with my previous sim racing videos, I'm using G27 steering wheel. On my head I have track IR5, and I'm using sequential Logitech G27 sequential gearbox. I'm using third gear to downshift and fourth gear to upshift, and I'm not using a clutch at all. You can see it here. So of course, if I don't operate my clutch wisely, I can stall the engine. Okay, so you are not going to see very fast laps. I want to do 1 or 2 laps, and this is actually my 5th time in this game. I only wanted to calibrate my steering wheel ratio and everything to make sure that everything is okay. Of course, we are in Interlagos at this great circuit, which I know a lot. I mean, I used to race around the circuit. In the past, I used to race in GameStop Cars 2012. So as I said, I know this track. But yeah, the main goal isn't to do superb laps or something, or one superb lap after crashing hundreds of times. I'd like to ask you one important question. Okay, so let's run this beautiful car and just listen to these sounds. They are great. Okay, looks like, okay, let's center the track IR. I can go. Okay, I have 540 degrees of rotation, so I have to turn the steering wheel a lot. But I read this is the optimum setting for this particular car. Okay, so my question and my concern at the same time is how the sim racing looks like now. I mean, now it's like the best leagues in the world. Like you have the teams, and in every team you have a lot of drivers who test, and it's okay. But the problem is, in my opinion, that they can to crash the car a lot of times. So they can find this edge, in my opinion, unrealistically, because in real life it's like one chance, and if you crash heavily the car, your session is over, and you have to repair the car, to pay a lot of money. And of course it's not impossible to cover all the features from real racing, but in my opinion one very important feature could be possibility. I want to highlight this fact. I only want to have a possibility. I'm not talking about banning what is now and implement something new. I just want to have a possibility, a choice between what is now available and what is more, let's say, realistic. And it could be I don't know, a setting, an application, whatever, which bans towing the car, like pressing the escape button when you crash heavily. And for instance, when you crash heavily the car, your session should be over. And now it's like people are careless because they know if they crash, nothing really happens and they can try another time. So, and I'm sure, I'm more than 100% sure that it would change the gameplay of sim racing titles a lot. I'm not talking about only about this particular title. I'm talking about maybe not about the older games, but about the upcoming games. Actually, we are not sure how F Factor 2 and Assetto Corsa will exactly look like. We can only we are not sure if these games will have these features I'm talking about now. But I'd like to know your opinion. Don't you think that implementing such a thing would change the gameplay and everything a lot? Because in real life it's not like pressing the escape button or whatever. There you can even die if you crash heavy. Of course, in sim racing you will never have such a thing, but we should try, or we should be given the chance to get closer to this realism. And I think this particular feature would be a great improvement in terms of immersion, of gameplay, of everything. Of course, a lot of people wouldn't like it, but again, it should be a chance for drivers, or for sim racing drivers like me, who prefer more realistic gameplay, to have this choice too. Because now it's like a lot of people, better and worse drivers, sim racing drivers, are careless. A lot of time, usually they are careless because they know if they crash, nothing really happens. And if you knew that if you crash, your session would be over, then you would behave behind the steering wheel more realistically. And in my opinion, it can have a lot of another pros. You could even, training in sim racing, you could learn more or less the real mechanisms in racing, and in my opinion it would have only pros. So just tell me, what do you think? I'd like to know your opinion. I'm clicking right now, and I'd like to know your opinion on this, because I think I'm sure of it. It would change the gameplay. Jesus, I thought that was a police. It would change the gameplay a lot, and the races would look differently. Now sometimes when you see that when somebody crosses the start-finish line after the qualifying session, whatever, they press escape immediately, or they even, what's even worse, they crash like an idiot or something. It's pathetic in my opinion. Racing is not a game, is not a easy thing. So we should have a possibility to feel why it is so difficult. Okay, that's all for today. Comment, share, like, and see you again on the track. Bye.